Hey, what's up? It's Comic 95, the Savior, and I kind of want to talk about something that I actually already made a video for my YouTube membership, but that video won't be posted for a while because I have a lot of other videos that will come before that. So I kind of wanted to talk about it here without like actually showing the messages. If you want to be nosy and see the actual conversation, I share tons of videos like showing me talking in real time with Japanese guys. Like you can see the conversation going on like on Tinder and things like that on my YouTube membership. It's $2 per month. I upload random videos, just things that I decided not to make public for YouTube. So videos where I might be missing pieces and I messed up with editing and just the type of little stuff that I choose to put there. So yeah. Anyway, where was I? I was talking to a guy today and he was trying to plan a date with me, and so I told him that, you know, anytime was fine, and to be honest, this is kind of a red flag. He wanted to have a date on a weekday. And so I was like, you know what, fine, fuck it, it's fine. You're not an attractive person, and I want to keep I call these prime real estate days. Saturday, Sunday, Friday night. That's the guys that you find attractive, that have money, that you can seriously see yourself marrying. If I'm unsure about you, you get a weekday slot, because to me it doesn't effing matter. It's after work. It's not that important. I know I'm only going to see you for a couple hours. That's fine with me. So anyway, yeah, after that, he tells me to, you know, tell him what my favorite food is. And I'm thinking, like, my nigga, it's already on my profile. Why are we asking this? But then he doesn't just ask for my favorite food. He asked me to tell him both in the same message what my favorite food is and any foods that I dislike. Now, it seems like a totally reasonable request. So I thought about it for a second. I was like, the only reason why you would ask me what I dislike is because you're going to try to give a counter offer for where we're going to go out to eat. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's not necessary. I'm just going to tell you what I like to eat, which, to be honest, the smart ass of me wanted to direct him to just read my profile like how I normally tell everybody else. Because honestly, if you read my profile, you would already know that. And secondly, it's not just a matter of me being a smart ass, but it saves me time. Because normally, if you don't even know what my favorite food is, which is written at the top of my profile, you probably also didn't read the bottom, which mentions what my purpose in using the app is, which is not to sleep around people and waste my time with, you know, F-boys. So that's the reason why I normally tell people, like, do you read my profile? This way you know everything about me that you need to know of any importance. I tell you what my off days are, whether I'm single or not, like, everything is all written there. Saves you time. Ladies, I suggest you do the exact same thing. And guys, too. This way, when people contact you, for the most part, they would have read your profile. They already know whether you are worth their time or not. And if they don't match what, you know, you're looking for, they're probably not going to send you a message at all. And if they do send you a message, their first message to you, like at least within the first 3 messages, they will reveal that they are an F-boy without you having to waste time and find out later on. Most of the time, there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. And in this case, if they do turn out to be an F-boy, now the power's in your hands. You can choose to use them right back, which is exactly what I do. You try to use me for sex, you're going to be looking really damn stupid when I run up that bill and you don't get no pussy from me, like how I've been doing with these men lately. So anyway, back on subject. Yeah, I tell him I like yakiniku. And then he messages me again, so, oh, is there any food that you dislike? And I'm thinking to myself, like, my nigga, why? So I just told him, I was like, I don't think it's necessary. Like, it's not important. And so he just said, okay, thanks. Which is basically Japanese for, alright, bye, bitch. And I'm thinking to myself, like, he didn't say that yet, might I add. There's a possibility he might message me back and be like, okay, let's go for yakiniku. But I'm thinking to myself, you already said that you wanted to go on a date with me, and my profile already tells me what my favorite food is. You asked me what my favorite food is, and I feel like it's a dumb question to ask anything further than that. Either you're going to take me out to eat what the fuck I want to eat, or you're not going to. And if that's the case, then my nigga, just tell me where you want to go then. Why waste my time and try to figure out, okay, what's the cheapest option I can choose, something that she can eat? Maybe not her favorite food because yakiniku is too expensive for me. Maybe we can find another alternative. So, like, okay, you said that you like yakiniku and the only thing you don't like is sushi, so how about we go out for tempura? You know, some cheap shit like that. And the dumb old me said tempura is my favorite food, so I would stupidly get used by men that would take me out for ramen, tempura, sushi. They loved me because I put that in my profile that these are foods that I like. And all I did was attract fuck boys because I was stupid back then. But now, I don't care if, you know, steak wasn't my favorite food. I'm still going to write that inside my profile. There's other things to order at steak restaurants. You can get chicken, you can get pork, you can get other things. But for me, it's like, no, I can tell immediately whether you're serious or not, because the people that are F-boys, they don't want to take you out for yakiniku. That's too expensive for them. They're like, you're not worth that damn much money. And on top of that, forget about you not being worth that much money. They're not even going to, like, bother to message you because they're going to be like, I can tell she's looking for something serious. She's trying to go on a real date. But when you tell people that you like alcohol, you like ramen, you like sushi, they're going to want to go out drinking with you. Their goal is to get you drunk and F you. So ladies, I don't care how cute you are, how ugly you are, how fat, tall, skinny, whatever you are, dark, light, pale, whatever you are, please have some respect for yourself. Don't let these men take advantage of you, use you, and decide that, you know, your value. They don't give a shit about you. You could be the most beautiful girl in the world, and men will want to use you. They do. Because for them, they don't want to settle down. And they feel like, you know, there's no need in settling down. Because sadly, the real problem with today It's not a fact of, women working, or the fact that, marriage is so much to lose. The real reason why men don't want to settle down is because times have changed, because women have become more open with sex. I'm just being honest with you. It's a double-edged sword. People used to find a need to get married back in the day because getting married secured sex. It was not normal people just casually be fucking each other. And now that this has become casual, for a lot of men, it's like, why buy the cow when the milk is free? It makes no sense anymore. Why would I marry you when I can get an infinite amount of pussy without having to put in any money? Because now there's girls that'll have sex with you just because you're cute, just because you're tall, just because they're lonely. Why would I want to settle down? Now, smart men get it. Why would you want to have 70 different partners, risking STDs, risk pregnancy, feel lonely, have no one to go to and talk to and do things together, would have to constantly meet new people? Because even here in Japan, whenever the holidays come around, like Valentine's Day, or especially Christmas, every single last man here suddenly has interest in having a girlfriend. They want to find a date. And it's like, it didn't cross your mind that maybe you shouldn't have been an F-boy for, I don't know, the other 364 days out of the year, so that this way, when, not White Day, but when Valentine's Day and when Christmas comes around, you have somebody to buy you gifts and someone to go see the illuminations with, instead of you having to find a completely random girl online that you're just now meeting and probably isn't going to want to sleep with you because you guys don't know each other, instead of being able to have some freaky circus sex on Christmas with your real girlfriend, somebody that actually cares about you, is going to buy you gifts and food and going to cook for you, etc., and give you the best sloppy top. Like, my brain just doesn't understand. It's like, it's a win-win situation for both couples. As a woman, you have a man that's going to be a provider, take care of you, understand your body, your needs, going to listen to you. As a man, you have a woman that's going to support you, that's going to cook for you, that's going to clean for you, that's going to understand your wants and needs, and that's going to try to please you sexually. I don't understand why men don't want serious relationships. But at the end of the day, that's really what it all comes down to. For them, it's like, I don't want to have to spend money when I don't have to. I can have sex with all of these different women. I don't have to choose one because they're all willing to give me what used to be something that only a wife would give you. But now I'm just like, well, you know what, fine, fuck it. Men want to play F-boy games? I can do the same thing. You decide that you don't want to settle down because you want to do whatever? Well, I'm going to do the exact same fucking thing. So for you, I've said this on my channel a million times, guys think it's okay. They can use you for sleeping around, for having sex and getting what they want, but men do not like it when they think you're getting something out of it and they're not getting something out of it, which is really funny because when it comes to them trying to meet their needs, they don't give two shits about you. Like I said before, for women, at least, when we go out to eat, we both get fed, do we not? We both walk away from that table full. But when it comes to sex, no the fuck we do not walk away from that table with an orgasm. 9 times out of 10, even more than that, you're not going to enjoy the sex that you're having. If you're lucky, especially being here in Japan, just keeping it real, if you're lucky, your partner could potentially have a good dick and, have some good game in bed. But the reality is, no matter how good or big it is, etc., more than likely, they're not going to treat you like how they would their girlfriend or wife. And some people are inside relationships with their partner doesn't even go down on them and do things like that for them, try to make them come. And when they do it, it's like a once a month, once a year type of special occasion, maybe on your birthday, maybe for a White Day type of thing. And it's like, why am I doing this for you when you don't give a F about me and my wants and my needs? Men make sure that they go into a relationship making sure the sex is on the table. But for women, we are lucky if we get a handbag after a few months. We're lucky if we have a man that's going to go down on us, etc. So it's like, for me, it's like, okay, well, you call yourself weeding out girls trying to see who's willing to go out for drinks with you and drinks alone because you want to save money, get to know me, aka meet as many pretty bitches as possible while spending the least amount of money, smallest investment. And that's okay to do. But me as a woman, if I decide I don't want to date just any old man, I'm only going to date men that have money that can actually provide and take care of me and actually find me valuable and I think I'm worth taking out to a 5 or 4-star steakhouse, I'm only going to go out with those guys. That makes men angry. It triggers them because it's like, why do I have to take you out to eat? That's second, third date type shit. And I'm like, okay, well then don't date bad bitches because smart girls like me that are attractive, we're not going to date you. Why would I go on a date with your broke, ugly, short ass when I can date another guy that has more money than you? And even for the guys that have money. I was just talking to a guy the other day. Again, YouTube membership, this video will be there. If it's not already there, it will be there eventually because I'm not going to get to these videos. I have so many videos to edit for YouTube membership. I've been recording videos almost every day. But anyway, yeah, I literally had a guy that he was an okay looking dude and he had money. He had like lots of pictures showing like the places he's been to, his car and everything else like that. And then he messaged me and he was acting like he could only go out for drinks with me. And so I'm like, no, like, I'm not going out for drinks with you. And then he's, oh, can you come to my hotel then? So that's the only 2 options that I have. Either I can go out for drinks with you or I can fuck you directly inside your hotel. Like, did you read my profile? Like, no, like, can we go out to a restaurant then? And sure enough, crickets. He didn't respond back to that because he knows better. These men will use the fact that they have money to lure dumb bitches like you and I to sleep with them. And girls normally fall for it because in their mind they think, I'm a pretty girl. I fell for that too. I thought that too. You think that because you look good that a guy is going to be like, okay, I want to secure her, I want to bag her. But what these guys are really doing is they're using the fact that they have assets. They're using their watch, they're using their money, they're using their house, they're using their car, they're using their career, like, to basically sleep with you. Sorry about that, y'all. I actually had a package. Amazon came to my door. Shall I say Yamato? But anyway, yeah, it really just makes me so upset because it's like, okay, so it's okay for you. Because see, at least in my situation, I'm trying to have a serious relationship. And for me, it's a way of securing and making sure that you are serious. Because if you are serious, you're going to be willing to spend some money and invest in me. Because that's what men do. When men love and care about someone, they're willing to spend some money. They will invest. I'm not asking you to buy me a Birkin bag or a Louis Vuitton bag on the first date. I'm just going to go out for a simple meal. But when you have a guy that won't even spend a few dollars to take you out to a decent meal, and they're busy trying to worry about being used for free food, as they say, it's interesting that you're only concerned about you being used, but you have no interest in caring the world about how I feel about being used. You don't want to show me that you're serious. Why is somebody messaging me? And that you're trying to, how can I say, you're not trying to show that you want to accommodate me and that you want to make sure I feel comfortable, that I feel valued. You're more worried about whether or not a girl's going to use you for a $40 or $50 meal or whatever. Mind you, we're dealing with grown men, salarymen, people that have careers, people that are engineers, doctors, lawyers. We're not talking about retail workers or $50 is, child support money or something crazy like that. We're not talking about that. These are also a lot of the time single men that are living with their grandparents, living with mommy and daddy, etc. So yeah, it really just aggravates me that they don't see how that's a huge double standard. And I'm not blaming women for being willing to have casual sex. It's men too, because a big part of it is that women feel that they have to. We feel pressured into it because nowadays, like, you can't even get a boyfriend unless you're willing to sleep with them because they expect it. And if you're not having sex, for a lot of guys, they'll be like, oh, she won't do, the next girl will. And the reason why all this stuff became problematic is because this whole world of dating, which is, a problem. Because back in the day, your parents, your grandparents, etc., the reason why their marriages have been like for 30, 40, 50 years, they didn't date each other for 5, 10, 15, even 3 years like how we do nowadays. Dating didn't last forever, and the reality is, well, of course you do want to get to know the person that you're going to be marrying. Nobody's going to really change that drastically. Like, if somebody chooses to be crazy and do something bad to you and be a bad partner, that was going to happen on year 2, year 5, year 10. You can't put a time frame on how long you have to date somebody before they show their crazy side. You can try to date them longer to try to predict when you think they're going to change, but the reality is most women, and same thing goes for men, are smart. They know how to secure the bag first before revealing their true colors. So there's no real security in dating somebody for 5, 10 years before you decide if they're worthy of, giving up your last name for his, or if she's worthy of getting a ring from you, whatever the case is. So yeah, it just really aggravates me that as a woman, I've said this before, you get bashed for the idea of being a gold digger, which that isn't the purpose. Sorry, but a guy taking you out to a steakhouse and spending $100, $200, $300 on you, he has more money than I would probably spend on myself, realistically. But that's not that much money, and sorry, gold digger. Like, if I really wanted to, I could spend $200, $300 to buy myself steak too. That's not that big. The same thing goes with buying a ring. I can afford to buy myself an engagement ring. It means more when somebody else is doing it for you. Simple as that. So yeah, it just makes me so mad. It's like, if you know inside your mind that you think I'm worth a certain amount of money, then don't waste my time. Just tell me right up front you want to take me to this cheap ass restaurant, and then I can just reject you. Don't play mind games with me and ask me what I like to eat, what's my favorite restaurant, when all you're gonna do is say, oh, well, that's too expensive, I don't want to go there, or oh, well, how about we go to this other cheaper alternative? Why are you asking what my favorite food is if you're not gonna take me there? There are millions of places, well, not millions, well, probably millions. There's at least thousands of different restaurants you can go to that serve yakiniku. And with that said, if you want to take me out for my favorite food, you can make that happen. So either decide you're going to take me out for my favorite food or don't. But don't waste my time and ask me, is there anything that you dislike? Because let's be real, you're not asking me what I dislike because you're trying to, order a course and you're like, maybe she can't eat the, sashimi that's going to come with it as, the third course. No, you're asking me that because you're trying to pretend like you have interest in what I really like. And what you're really trying to do is lowball me. You're trying to choose a cheap alternative for us to go to. Because, okay, well, she says she likes yakiniku, but she only doesn't like raw fish, so I guess we can do this instead. Don't play mind games with me. I don't do shit like that. So it really just aggravates me. That'd be like a girl saying, oh, do you like sex? Do you like, or what position do you like, and what position do you not like? Okay, well, I know you said that you would want me to ride on top, but how about we have another alternative? I'll give you a hand job, no mouth, no oral. I'll just rub your dick for a second. Now, sure, you might be like, okay, well, fine. Like, I'm still getting some sort of, like, sexual satisfaction. But in the back of your mind, you're going to be thinking, why the fuck did this bitch ask me what position do I like just to not do that position with me? Like, do you get what I'm saying? This is stupid. It's the same thing. I'm speaking in terms of sex, since men act like they're retarded and they don't understand. Excuse my language, just keeping it real. That they don't understand why women, don't like this crap. And it also irritates me too, because see, one of the biggest complaints that men have, they don't like it when you say you don't know what you want to eat and you're not sure, etc. They act like they can't stand that. But then it's like, okay, when I talk to you though and I tell you what I want, then that makes you upset too. I literally had a guy say that he didn't want that I seem to not be a good match for him, that he doesn't want to talk to that kind of girl. This happened years ago. I made a YouTube video on this already, and this is before my new yakiniku only rule. But back in the day when I put down what I wanted in my bio, whatever, and I removed it for whatever reason. Maybe that was why. When I expressed to him that I liked yakiniku, and he asked me if there's any other restaurants that I liked or whatever, is there any other food? I was like, no. And then he told me what he liked to eat. And I'm like, my nigga, I didn't ask what the fuck you like to eat. You're the one paying for the date. You should be taking me where I want to. You're trying to impress me. I ain't trying to impress you. I'm not buying you shit. So I don't know why the fuck you telling me what your favorite food and drinks are. I'm not compromising with you. It's a first date. You should be trying to make a good first impression. And I'm a foreigner. So you should really be trying to make a good first impression on and with me. And if you're not trying to do that, that's cool. Another man will. I'm not going to beg for you. I'm not going to fight for your broke, unworthy dick. And sorry, even if you're Mr. Moneybags, I don't care about you having money and being rich. I put doctors in the friend zone, okay? I put surgeons in the friend zone. I don't give a shit about what your salary is. You are not going to disrespect me. You're not. Because the crazy thing is, these men, they're not serious about you. Their goal is to use their status, the fact they're tall, the fact they're handsome, the fact they have a good job, good car, good watch, whatever, to get you. And girls fall for it because they're dumb. Bitches think if you have a house and a car, that can be mine too. He's going to buy me this expensive shit. He's going to do X, Y, and he will not do that. He will use you. And while you might think you're getting something out of it because, like, well, he buys me food and the sex is great, bitch, he's playing you. You're risking getting STDs, and all you're doing is, feed into the stereotype that foreign women are whores and dumb. And for me, I've been there, done that. I don't do that shit anymore. Now, if I'm going to date you, I make sure I get something out of it. I'm not worried about pleasing your bitch ass. Because the reality is, 9 out of 10 guys, they're not looking for anything serious. So in my situation, I'm like, well, I am looking for something serious. But at the end of the day, if you end up being an F-boy, I got something out of the relationship and you didn't. So I feel better walking away from that. Instead of being the dumb bitch that gave you a date, had sex with you, and got kicked to the curb afterwards. Added to my body count for no reason. $40 worth of yakiniku, $50 or $60, even $100 worth of barbecue is not worth adding to my body count. No, thank you. For mediocre dick. So I'm done with this video. I could rant about it forever. That just really aggravated me, because why ask me what food do I not like? And it's not like you're trying to avoid going to that restaurant. See, if I ask, it's a genuine question. I just want to know out of curiosity, what do you not like? People dislike different things. I've met Japanese people that don't like sushi, ironically. So yeah, it's something I'm curious about. But when men ask that, pair it with the question, what's your favorite food, when trying to choose a date, they're simply trying to figure out, can I find a cheaper alternative for us to do, because I don't really want to take you out for yakiniku. And the reality is, even with yakiniku, I said this before too, not every yakiniku place is equal. It's like going out for a burger. You can get burgers as cheap as McDonald's for $1 or $2, and then there's burgers that are true steak burgers where you're paying $50, $60, $70 for a fucking hamburger. Same thing goes for seafood. There's cheap ass seafood you can buy from Dollar Tree and get a dollar thing of popcorn and shrimp, and then there's seafood that costs you hundreds of dollars. There's a big difference. And so with that said, it's if you go out even to nice yakiniku restaurants, if you go to their lunch places, go during lunchtime, they have lunch sets that are $20, $30, which are dirt cheap, which is why I also don't do lunch dates. So it's it's so easy to weed out guys nowadays, because if they want to have a date with you on a weekday, they want to do lunch with you, they are last minute planning the date, that they're not serious. You're definitely their plan B, C, D, E, F, G, and I don't do that shit anymore. I don't waste my time. So now it's if I choose to do a weekday date with you, or a lunch date, it's because I have a better date later on in that day. I play the same game that guys play. I've literally taught myself to act and think like a man. I'm not even trying to be Steve Harvey, but just keeping it real. You literally have to move like how a man does nowadays, because if you play the little humble, modest, sit back, I don't care, do whatever you want to, I'm gonna wait for Prince Charming, they will abuse and use the shit out of you with no fucking remorse. They do not care. They will not care. And it really does hurt, and it really does suck. So it's whatever. All I have to say is this, Don't waste your time, ladies. Like, you know, if a guy is serious or not, he'll let you know right up front. He's not going to ask you silly little stupid ass questions like this. And when you tell him what you like to eat, he's not going to question it. He's not going to play games like, oh, well, look, the reservations are full. Okay, my nigga, choose another day when they're not full then, if you really want to see me. So I don't even reply back to guys. I've literally talked to guys that'll ask me and insist on me telling them what place is my favorite. And then after they want to book a reservation, then they'll give me a shitty excuse, probably fucking lying. Oh, well, they have no reservations. Okay, my nigga, like, there's 365 days in a year. Choose another day when they do have reservations available. Or better yet, since you know I like yakiniku and you're Japanese and you probably know better places than I do, choose another restaurant. Say, hey, I know you like this place, but this place costs even more. The food is even better. It has better reviews. How about we try a new place? Never crossed your mind? So I don't even entertain them. You send me a dumb message, I just stop replying to you. Have you guessing and wondering? And these men don't know how to act because they think that because they have money, I'm supposed to be drooling over their dick. And the old me would do that. But nowadays, I'm like, I don't care. You're a doctor. Yep, I already dated 3 of them. So you're a lawyer. That's cute. I dated 4. Like, I don't give a shit anymore. Because if you're not giving me your money, you're not putting a ring on my damn finger, I'm not giving your last name, why the fuck do I care about what you do for a living? It's not going to be my money. It's not going to be feeding our kids. Why do I care? I have nothing with you. When we walk away from fucking each other, you go home to your mansion, your Porsche car, and my broke ass comes back to my place and I do my own thing all over again. So why the fuck do I care about what job you have, what car you have? Nobody's gonna know that I'm having sex with a doctor. All they see is that I'm having sex with some old ass man. And it looks embarrassing and shameful. So if you're not treating me like you're my husband and I'm your wife and you're taking care of me and buying me luxury shit, then you don't get luxury pussy. I ain't giving you no designer pussy. Like, you don't get that shit. It doesn't happen like that anymore. Dumb old me, or should I say young me, used to do shit like that. Now that I'm older, nope, I know how to play the same game just like how you do, and it has niggas in tears. Just talking to a guy the other day, he got upset because I deleted him from Tinder after one on a date. And of course I lied to him. But I'm thinking to myself, oh, so it's okay when you niggas do it. It's okay when you unmatch me. It's okay that you updated your profile picture, which means you're trying to talk to other girls. But then if I unmatch you, then your feelings get hurt. Like, why do you need me to be on your match list? Right, because you're trying to stroke your own damn ego. You want to show people that you got all these pretty girls that you've been on dates with that have matched with you, liked you, whatever, etc. I've already been on a date with you. You have my line account. You got my phone number. You want to date me? Plan another date. You know damn well you weren't serious about me. You didn't like the fact that you realized, oh, maybe she's a player too. Maybe she used me for a free meal because I didn't fuck that man. Now your feelings are hurt. Oh, so it's okay for you to use me and pretend like you're trying to be my boyfriend. But I didn't even say anything to you because you feel threatened because you're like, oh, I imagine people and I'm being a fuckboy. So since she did that to me, does that mean that she played me? Men can't fucking take it. They lose their shit. So it's okay for you to treat me like trash, for you to use me, for you to manipulate me, for you to trick me. But if you think, because I'm not even trying to do that with you, if you think that I'm doing that to you, then it's the end of the world. You don't know how to act. Your feelings are hurt. You're heartbroken. How dare a bitch do such a horrible thing to you? I'm an awful person. Interesting. So I'm done. It actually made me really happy, sadly, as narcissistic and crazy it sounds, because it's true. I literally felt so good after that happened because I was thinking, like, you don't like somebody beating you at your own game. They're so used to being the ones that are the players. He wanted me to be thirsty for him because of his career. He had a good job. But he didn't like the fact, this girl should be thirsty over me. I'm the one with the high salary. I'm a rich man. Right, you're dangling the illusion. Look at my Porsche keys, bitch. Look, I'm a doctor. You want me to be thirsty for your dick, willing to fuck you, do anything you want to do because you have money, because you have a good career, you have status. Well, guess what, my nigga? I got a pussy, and I'm attractive, and I'm young. I got options. I already got my own money. I probably live in a nicer house than you do. And with that said, I don't give a shit about your place. I don't give a shit about your salary. If it ain't gonna be mine, I'm not gonna be your wife. I'm not gonna be controlling where the household funds go. Then I don't give 2 fucks about how much money you make, what job you have. It don't mean shit to me. And men don't know how to react to that because they're so used to girls being dumb and being like, oh my god, he's a doctor, he's a lawyer, he's a whatever, and doing whatever this man wants. And I use my own brain. I'm like, no, if he's doing this to me, what makes me so worthy and deserving of this man? He's gonna do it with other girls. So I'm gonna fall back, let you do your own thing. You can call me up when you wanna go out for a meal. I'll be right there. Yep, you're gonna pay the bill too. I ain't having sex with you though. Nope, that has to be earned. Buying me a funky ass $100 meal does not give you pussy. Because when you got money, $100 ain't shit. So I'm done. That's it. please leave a comment down below. Let me know, like, ladies, have you been in such a situation like this? Men, how about you? I would love to hear what you have to say about this as well. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, leave a comment down below. If you enjoy content like this, please consider signing up for both my Patreon, which is $5 per month. I have over 100 videos there, as well as my YouTube membership, in which I give shorter videos where I pretty much just break down how I respond to messages and how I talk to these guys, and you can see how I'm speaking to them in real time. I am slower with YouTube membership. It's only $2 a month, so don't expect a million videos there, but I will upload a couple of videos hopefully every month or so, and it'll be completely random between videos that I scrapped and videos where I'm just telling you about a conversation that I had with a guy that I was trying to date. Really short videos there, like, you know, anywhere from a minute to as long as 10-15 minutes. It varies. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my YouTube channel's homepage. I have a playlist. You can watch journals and videos about the topic of dating, work, life, studying here in Japan. As always, I'd appreciate if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Comic95. I have a Snapchat and TikTok at Comic the Savior, a Facebook fan page at Comic95 the Savior, and a blog at Comic95.com. Yeah, that's it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I hope you'll watch another video. Bye.